So let's talk about Virgo season and the new moon in Virgo. Hello beautiful people. Life can be a challenge, but at least we have each other. Yes, Virgo season begins August 22nd, continuing through to September 22nd, and the new moon in Virgo takes place on August 23rd. So in this video, I will make sure you know what to expect and the best way to make the most of these two energetic shifts with specific actions that you can take based on your rising sign and your sun sign. And I will go over both of those separately. Okay, no more wasting time. Let's go. Virgo season begins when the sun enters Virgo on Friday, August 22nd at 8:34 p.m. Universal Time, which will be 1:34 p.m. Pacific Time, 4:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and for those of you that live in the Southern Hemisphere, this will be 6:34 a.m. on Saturday, August 23rd in Sydney, Australia, and 10:34 p.m. on Friday, August 22nd in Johannesburg, South Africa. So let's find out the best way to make the most of this Virgo season energy. Virgo season is here, and the universe is saying stop freestyling your life and tighten it up. Virgos are excellent when it comes to looking at something and figuring out what needs to be improved. They will let you know directly and honestly. And though sometimes the truth hurts, it does set you free. We are at the halfway point of the astrological year, so now is the time to take in everything you've learned, assess your life situation, and use this Virgo energy to unlock your potential by applying the necessary upgrades. Virgo is mutable earth, grounded enough to build, flexible enough to optimize, and ruled by Mercury, it brings clear thinking and clean systems. Virgos can also have a tendency to overthink, but the junk in your life does not need a TED Talk, it needs a trash can. So out with the old and in with the new. Happy birthday to all of you Virgos out there and happy Virgo season. Now let's find out the best way to make the most of the new moon in Virgo. The new moon in Virgo is a precision reset, a time to realize that every tiny consistent act becomes a prayer in motion. Life improves when you honor it by making it easier to do the right thing repeatedly. Virgo energy is excellent at editing, so instead of picking a new goal to add to the pile of things that you want to accomplish, give yourself a fresh start on your current goals by editing out expired drama and useless busy work. This new moon is about removing what weakens your focus so what actually matters can thrive. Happy new moon. Now let's see what this Virgo season and the new moon in Virgo will be bringing your way based on your individual rising sign and your individual sun sign, and the main action you can take to make sure you are making the most of all this energy. Okay, my powerful Aries Rising, Virgo season is here, and for you, it's all about getting sharper. It's time to channel all of that fire into systems that actually support your life instead of a bunch of tasks that leave you running on fumes. Virgo is highlighting your 6th house. So the next 4 weeks is all about your health, your daily routines, what you do for work, and the details that either build you up or break you down. So the things that may be coming your way during the next 4 weeks, your body telling you where you've been sloppy. So if anything regarding your physical health or your mental health comes up, this is the time to tend to it. Get to the root of the issue and make the necessary changes to get yourself on the right track. This will also be a time where work responsibilities will pile up unless you get a system in place that really makes the energy that you put out more effective. This is where you focus on finding opportunities to refine your day-to-day schedule and your day-to-day activities so it actually serves you instead of drains you. And you're in luck because the new moon in Virgo, that's a reset button for your lifestyle. You can expect the motivation to show up to clean up your schedule and habits or your health routines. Expect to come across insights about how stress or your diet or disorganization have been stealing your energy, and expect a real chance to replace old burnout cycles with sustainable focus. And here are the things to watch out for during this Virgo season and the new moon in Virgo. Impatience that sabotages the details, rushing through things instead of refining things, overloading yourself because you can't resist saying yes to everything. Also watch out for irritability when routines feel restrictive, because that irritability can lead to self-sabotage. Now here's the one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and new moon in Virgo energy. Commit to a 21-day reset routine. So pick one habit that directly impacts your energy, whether it's sleep, diet, exercise, or time management, and set a new goal in that area. Track it for 21 days. Remember, the key is consistency over intensity. Notice how much more power you have when your system supports your fire. And drinking 3 espressos and calling that a routine, that does not count. That's not discipline, that's just organized chaos with a caffeine sponsor. This season is teaching you that freedom comes from discipline. So build the routine, keep it simple, and suddenly you're gonna feel that you're not chained down. You'll feel unstoppable. Now, if your sun sign is Aries, Virgo season hits you like a reminder that all the motivation in the world means nothing without Virgo is here to sharpen you while making sure that you don't feel like you are slowing down. So the things you can expect from this Virgo season are work or creative projects getting clearer, but also requiring more precision. You can't just freestyle things with that fiery personality of yours. You can also expect opportunities to improve your efficiency and productivity without losing your fire. And you can expect a stronger desire to get your physical health in check so your energy matches your ambition, Aries. And the new moon in Virgo, for you, it's a turning point in how you define your success. You can expect a push to redefine what being effective actually looks like to you. You can expect a heightened awareness of your habits that make you spin in circles instead of moving forward. And you can also expect a chance to build a foundation that allows your fiery nature to shine sustainably. Now, the things to watch out for are being all gas and no brakes, or pushing so hard that you miss the details. Also, watch out for dismissing the small wins because you're addicted to big leaps. The small wins matter and they help you gain momentum, and also watch out for frustration when results don't show up instantly. Now, here's one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and the new moon in Virgo energy. Create a power hour. Choose 1 hour of the day where you eliminate distractions and focus only on your most important task. No phone, no interruptions, just you and the work. Make it non-negotiable, like brushing your teeth. And no scrolling through Instagram motivational quotes. That does not qualify as a power hour. That's just procrastination dressed up in cute font. This Virgo season is showing you that precision makes your power undeniable. When you aim your fire with focus, you light your path forward. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy Virgo season, Aries. Okay, my powerful Taurus Rising, Virgo season is here, and for you, it's about remembering that your joy and your creativity need as much structure and love as your bank account and your comfort zone. Virgo is lighting up your 5th house, which means the things that will come into focus for you during this next 4 weeks are romance, creativity, pleasure, and the childlike part of you that wants to express life instead of just managing it. So the things that you can expect during this time are new sparks in romance, so some love may be showing up, and if it isn't new love because you're already in a relationship, you can expect clarity around who actually brings you joy and who is just sitting around draining your snacks. You can also expect a pull forward in terms of the hobbies or passions that you've been neglecting. And if you have kids, they may demand your focus more. Or if you don't have kids, you could feel inspired to create like a kid again. And if you don't have kids and you want them and you're in a relationship and you've been trying to have them, this is a time period where the likelihood of conceiving is heightened. So a lot of excitement and positivity going on during this time for you, Taurus Rising, but make sure to remind yourself that pleasure without purpose gets stale. This Virgo season is about making your happiness sustainable, not just situational. And this new moon in Virgo is where it gets real. It's a reset around how you create fulfillment. It's a time to ask yourself, what rituals of happiness and joy actually keep my spirit alive? You might feel a fresh spark to start a creative project. You might find a chance to redefine romance in a way that actually fits your values, or a sudden clarity that some things you called fun were really just distractions. And the things that I want you to look out for are holding back out of fear of vulnerability. Also look out for being too rigid about how joy or love should look. And watch out for using comfort as an excuse to avoid risk or growth. Now here's the one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and the new moon in Virgo energy. Start a 14-day happiness ritual. Pick one activity that genuinely lights you up. Music, art, dancing, cooking, or quality time with someone who sees you. Give it 20 minutes every single day, no excuses. And then halfway through, notice, does this fuel me or drain me? And just so you know, binge watching a whole season of something is not a ritual. That's not happiness or joy. That's just an adult pacifier in high definition. This Virgo season is showing you that pleasure becomes power when it's intentional. Curate your joy like it's your most valuable investment and watch life start feeding you instead of draining you. Now, if your sun sign is Taurus, Virgo season is serving you up a trine. This means positive energy will be flowing your way. Virgo's precision and your stability work extremely well together. So you don't have to push hard, you just have to line up your values with the right details, and the universe will handle the rest. So What you might expect during Virgo season is a natural flow of productivity without your usual feeling of burnout. You can expect opportunities to fine-tune certain skills or hobbies, the ones that really matter, and you can expect a chance to feel more rooted in your body and in the way that you show up on a day-to-day basis, Taurus. And the new moon in Virgo for you is a reset around your identity, not in a flashy or dramatic way, but in a subtle, sharpening way. You may notice a strong desire to refine your habits to match your values and a chance to let go of old versions of yourself that feel heavy or outdated, and you're likely to feel a fresh spark to create something that feels both practical and soulful. Now, the things to look out for during this time are stubbornness that keeps you in a safe, stagnant pattern, overindulgence in pleasures that are actually distractions, and also watch out for your fear of change disguised as loyalty or commitment. Now, here's the one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and the new moon in Virgo energy. Write a blueprint for fulfillment. Write down 3 values that define you, 2 daily habits that keep you grounded, and 3 things that you know waste your energy and that need to go. Then write 1 promise you'll keep for 21 days no matter what. And don't just keep it in your head, because if it's not written down, it is not a plan, it is just a hallucination. So Taurus, this season is about aligning who you are with what you do. When your stability meets Virgo's precision, you become a master builder of your own reality. Strong, steady, and clear, and so intentional that your life becomes a living example of abundance done right. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy Virgo season, Taurus. Okay, my powerful Gemini Rising, Virgo season is here, and it's about building a home base inside your life so your ideas actually land. Virgo is lighting up your 4th house, so the area of your life that will be most affected is going to be your home, your family, your roots, and your inner emotional foundation. So what you can expect during this next 4-week period is a stronger focus on your living environment. You'll be decluttering things and reorganizing, or even small home projects will come to mind. Dealing with an issue regarding a roommate or a significant other that you might live with may also come up, and you can expect conversations or responsibilities tied to family that call for clarity or consistency for those to come up as well. You can also expect emotional patterns surfacing that show you where your inner world needs more stability. And the good news is the new moon in Virgo is offering you a reset when it comes to your foundations. What may show up here is the urge to refresh your living space or create new routines at home. Realizations about boundaries with family or loved ones can also show up, and then opportunities to heal or rewrite old stories that have been weighing on you emotionally. Now, the things that I want you to watch out for are overthinking every little detail until you feel paralyzed. Also, watch out for nitpicking family members or yourself in ways that only create more stress and conflict. And watch out for your tendency to distract yourself with busy tasks so you don't sit with what's really going on inside. Now, here's the one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and the new moon in Virgo. Run a 14-day home and heart reset. So every day, do 1 small act that improves your space and 1 small act that grounds your emotions. An example would be clear 1 drawer one day, and then do 5 minutes of stillness or journaling. At the end of 2 weeks, you'll notice your inner and outer worlds syncing up. And if your home reset is just lighting a candle while sitting in chaos, that's not healing, that's aromatherapy and denial. So Gemini Rising, Virgo season is reminding you that clarity starts at home. When your base is solid, your brilliance isn't scattered, it's unstoppable. Now, if your sun sign is Gemini, Virgo season is here to show you that being clever isn't enough. Precision, grounding, and follow-through are what will separate chaos from mastery. So what you can expect during this 4-week period is pressure to streamline your routines so that way your energy isn't all over the place. You'll be focusing more on health and body care, and keep in mind, small changes make big impact. You can also expect opportunities to refine how you communicate your ideas so that way they land with clarity, not just charm. And the good news is the new moon is highlighting your relationship to structure. So with that, you can expect sudden clarity on where your habits aren't supporting your goals, and then the chance to reframe your identity from I do everything to I do the right things consistently. You can expect awareness around where perfectionism or avoidance has kept you stuck, and the things that you should look out for are scattering your focus into a million half-started projects. Also look out for talking a big game but not following through, and then look out for using constant mental chatter as an escape from actually sitting with yourself and what needs to be addressed. Now here's the one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and the new moon in Virgo energy. Build a success playbook. You do that by writing down your top 3 priorities for Virgo season. Then write down 2 daily habits that support those priorities. Then write down 1 distracting bad habit or daily activity that you must cut out of your life. Read it first thing every morning for 21 days. When the mental noise starts pulling you in 100 directions, return to that piece of paper or that page in your computer or your notes in your phone, wherever you write it down. And make sure not to add 17 pages of bullet points and ideas. That's not a playbook. Keep it short, simple, and doable. Virgo season is teaching you that focus is freedom. When you sharpen your gifts instead of scattering them, your words will shape the reality that you desire. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Virgo season, Gemini. Okay, my powerful Cancer rising. Virgo season is lighting up your 3rd house. So the areas of your life that will be the focus are your communication, your learning, and the things that are taking place in your immediate environment. So what you can expect during the next 4 weeks are conversations and connections that sharpen your clarity. You can also expect opportunities to improve your communication in terms of how you express and how you listen. You can also expect more movement in your daily life, like taking short trips, or having new ideas and new inspiration, or important conversations or interactions with your siblings or your neighbors, or even just close contacts that you have in your life. And you can also expect a natural pull to organize your schedule so that way your days flow instead of feel scattered. Now the good news is the new moon will be coming along to activate your mind and your voice. So with this, you can expect invitations to write or speak or teach in a way that feels fresh and aligned. You'll feel sudden clarity around how to frame your messages when you are communicating. And you can also expect some new beginnings with relationships regarding the people that are closest to you, even in your community or in your family. And you can expect discovering a way to cut out mental noise and focus on meaningful interactions. Now, the things that you should look out for during this time period are overthinking or micromanaging conversations. Also watch out for criticizing yourself for not saying things perfectly, and also watch out for gossip or oversharing as a way of avoiding emotional depth or as a way of creating superficial emotional connection. Now here's the 1 action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and the new moon in Virgo energy. Pick a 1-word theme you want to embody this season. It could be something like clarity or kindness or authenticity, and consciously weave it into your daily conversations and your daily activities. And just pick 1 word, not a whole thesaurus. If you're out here trying to be peaceful and humble and assertive and mysterious and vegan all at the same time, that is not a vibe. That's the beginning of a mental breakdown. Virgo season is here to remind you that your words shape your world. When you align your voice with intention, the right people and the right opportunities will show up. Now, if your sun sign is Cancer, Virgo season highlights your ability to ground your emotions through communication. And you can expect increased clarity in how you express your needs and your feelings. You'll also experience a pull toward feeling something new that sharpens your perspective. You'll have realizations around who in your circle truly gets you versus who drains you. And you'll also feel a call to simplify your routines so that way your energy isn't scattered. And the good news is this new moon in Virgo brings fresh energy to your mental world. You may notice a reset in how you process and share information. You may also notice that you are finding the courage to have conversations that you've been avoiding and the motivation to do so. You'll have new connections that come your way that feel aligned with your growth. And you'll also be likely to have breakthroughs in journaling, writing, or any sort of creative communication style. So engage in those activities because you will find breakthroughs there. Now, the things to watch out for are retreating into silence when clarity is needed most. Also, look out for taking on others' emotional baggage within conversations, and look out for getting lost in details and missing the bigger picture. Now, here's the 1 action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and the new moon in Virgo energy. Start a daily brain dump. Each morning, write out every thought for 5 minutes. Then highlight the 1 idea worth focusing on that day. This clears mental clutter and sharpens your focus. And if you don't brain dump, you're gonna thought hoard. And the next thing you know, you're gonna have 87 open mental tabs, and that's how you end up arguing with yourself in the shower. Virgo season wants you to know your voice is powerful. When you clear the noise, your truth heals, and it also becomes a light for yourself and others. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy Virgo season, Cancers. Okay, my powerful Leo rising. Virgo lights up your 2nd house. So the focus for you during this next 4 weeks is going to be money, your relationship with self-worth, and your values. So what you can expect during this time is a stronger focus on your finances. So just know it's a good idea to spend some time focusing on budgeting, on streamlining your finances, and on setting up some new ways to earn money. You can also expect realizations around what truly matters to you and what makes you feel secure versus what drains your energy. You're also likely to feel an urge to bring more order into how you do spend your time, and you are likely to have clarity about your personal worth, not only just in dollars, but in how you genuinely value yourself and your life. The good news is the new moon will bring an energetic reset when it comes to your relationship with money and your self-worth. So you can expect that there will be financial opportunities or chances to finally start a savings account or to start investing. There will also be a wake-up call around what you have been tolerating that does not match your value. This could be regarding relationships. It could also be regarding how you have been treating yourself in terms of what you spend your time focusing on and what you don't spend your time giving energy to that you know will support your life. Anything that you know is not in your best interest will be coming up and highlighted during this time. So you can tend to it, which likely will mean releasing it. You're also likely to have a desire to align your daily habits with your long-term goals. And you will be seeing little signs reminding you that true wealth is alignment, not excess. Now, the things for you to watch out for during this time are measuring your worth only by material success. Also look out for overworking to prove your value, and also look out for hoarding your resources out of fear instead of circulating them with trust. And here's the one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and new moon in Virgo energy. Run a money and energy audit. For 7 days, track where your money goes and where your energy goes. And at the end of those 7 days, cut one leak, a pointless subscription, a draining relationship, an unnecessary expense, and then redirect that energy towards something that actually grows your value. And be honest with yourself. If hanging out with Becky keeps leaving you tired, stop calling that soul work. It's really just overtime with no pay. Virgo season is here to help you build a foundation that matches your shine. When your inner worth and your outer world line up, your glow is loud and it's undeniable. Now, if your sun sign is Leo, Virgo season fine-tunes the fire that you bring to the world. You can expect a clearer sense of what work is worth your energy and what is just ego candy. You can expect a boost in motivation to get practical about your ambitions instead of just chasing shiny distractions. Opportunities will be coming your way to strengthen your routines so that way they support you and not sabotage your fire. And you will feel a sense of wanting to slow down just enough to sharpen your focus. And the good news is this new moon in Virgo gives you a chance to realign your purpose with precision. Feel the energy to reset how you show up in your work or your creative projects. And opportunities will come your way to improve your skills or polish your craft. New clarity about how to structure your days will also come your way so that way you can shine brighter and longer, and you will feel a quiet but powerful reminder that discipline fuels freedom. And the things to look out for during this time are mistaking busyness for progress. Also, watch out for using validation or applause as the main fuel for your confidence. And look out for ignoring the small steps because you only want big leaps. And the one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and the new moon in Virgo energy is create a 1-hour daily power block. Choose one skill, one habit, or one project that moves the needle for you in terms of your long-term goals, and dedicate an hour to it every day. No distractions, no excuses. This turns scattered fire into a steady flame because be honest, if you can sit down and scroll social media for an hour or more, like that's your job, you can give your own dreams the same energy. This season is about making sure your fire burns with precision, not burn out. When you lead with clarity, you're seen and you're remembered, and you're expanding your ability to manifest your dreams into reality. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy Virgo season, Leo. Okay, my powerful Virgo rising, your reinvention chapter has begun. The spotlight is on you. Virgo season activates your first house, your identity, your body, your presence, and how you step into the world. And what you can expect during this 4-week period is a heightened awareness of how you are showing up physically, emotionally, and energetically. You can expect a strong desire to refine your routines so that way they match who you are and who you are becoming. You will find people noticing you more. for better or worse. It's a season of mirrors, so the world will be reflecting back to you what you're projecting, and you will also have a natural urge to strip away what feels fake or forced or outdated. And the good news is the new moon in Virgo is a full reset of your sense of self. So pay attention to that feeling that you'll be having to turn the page on an old version of yourself. Invitations or challenges that push you to step into authenticity will be showing up, which is fantastic. So take those. You will feel a new cycle for your body, whether that means shifting a diet or changing your health habits or simply how you carry yourself. And you will find subtle but powerful moments where you can catch yourself thinking, does that fit me anymore, or should I let that go? And the things to look out for during this time are overthinking your self-improvement to the point of paralysis. Also look out for hyper-focusing on flaws instead of progress, and watch out for believing that you have to be perfect before you're worthy of blessings or before you are worthy of living the life that you envision for yourself. Now here's the one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and the new moon in Virgo energy. Do a personal alignment audit. You do this by writing down 3 identities you have outgrown. Write down 3 habits that don't serve your body or your mind, and 3 new practices that feel aligned with who you are becoming. Then commit to embodying at least one of those daily, and stop acting like you have to send a memo to the universe before you evolve. If it doesn't fit anymore, take it off like skinny jeans from 2010. Virgo season is about peeling back the noise so the truest version of you can breathe. When you live in alignment, you do not need to announce yourself because your presence is going to do all the talking. Now, if your sun sign is Virgo, it is finally here, your season. And I want to wish all of you intelligent, determined, consistent, do it all and never give up Virgos out there. A new chapter filled with abundance, good times, new opportunities, inspiration, and most of all, love. So happy solar return and happy birthday, Virgos. This is your annual recharge. With the sun in your sign, expect a deeper sense of purpose and a deeper sense of self-awareness. The spotlight is turning toward you in relationships, it's turning toward you in work, and just within your community. All eyes will be on you, Virgo. A wave of clarity around what you want to carry into your next year is going to take place, and what you're done entertaining. And you can expect a natural magnetism. People will be noticing you, like I was saying, and opportunities will tend to align much more easily than usual. And even more good news is the new moon in Virgo isn't just your standard monthly reset. It's your personal reset. So look for a chance to rewrite the script on how you see yourself. You will feel subtle nudges to embody your highest values in action, not just theory. And you get a fresh cycle of self-trust, which means learning to value your own yes and your own no. And you will feel the sense that you are beginning a year-long process of upgrading your identity. The things to watch out for during this time are becoming so self-critical that you miss the bigger picture. Also look out for confusing service with self-sacrifice. And also watch out for waiting for perfect timing instead of taking aligned, imperfect action. Now here's the one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and the new moon in Virgo energy. Write a solar contract with yourself. You do that by sitting down and declaring what your next 12 months are all about. Write down the 3 values that you'll embody, write down the 3 boundaries that you will honor, and then the 1 bold step that you will commit to before the year is up. Sign it, date it, seal it. Well, you don't have to seal it because I want you to look at it whenever you need to look at it. But you get what I'm saying, figuratively seal it. And you don't have to have Buddha or your therapist co-sign it. Write your own contract and enforce it like you are the landlord of your life because you are Virgos. This is your moment to stop tinkering with the engine and finally drive the car. When you bring your precision into action, your quiet power becomes undeniable. So embrace this energetic opening. Happy birthday and happy Virgo season, Virgo. Okay, my powerful Libra Rising. For you, Virgo season lights up your 12th house. So this means the next 4 weeks will be a time of rest, a time of endings, a time of deepening your spirituality and connecting to your subconscious. So the things that you can expect during this time are clearing out old patterns that weigh you down. You can expect a natural urge to retreat and recharge or spend time in solitude, and you will have more vivid dreams, you'll have more synchronicities, and your gut feelings will be even louder. You will also feel the sense that what's ending now is actually preparing you for your solar reset next month when the sun moves into Libra. Now, the good news is this new moon in Virgo sets the stage for a spiritual reset. Working hand in hand with the sun in Virgo, it will be calling you to release something heavy, hidden, or draining. And you will find hidden truths rising to the surface, and this will be regarding your hidden truths or the hidden truths of others. You will also feel a new cycle of trust in your inner compass and subtle but powerful turning points in how you handle endings and beginnings. Now, the things to look out for so you don't get thrown out of your momentum are avoiding your own inner world by staying too busy. Also, look out for people pleasing to keep the peace, even when it exhausts you. And be cautious of using charm as a mask instead of facing what's really going on underneath. Now, the one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and new moon in Virgo energy is commit to a daily closing ritual. Each evening, write down one thought, one habit, or one worry that you release for the day. By doing so, you will train your system to let go of what doesn't belong in your next chapter. Stop trying to drag yesterday into tomorrow like a busted suitcase with no wheels. Let that baggage go. This is your season of release. Trust that by saying goodbye to what drains you. Know that you are creating the space for your truest self to step forward next month. Things that feel like endings during this 4-week period are going to actually be clearing the space for your rebirth and your new beginning. Now, if your sun sign is Libra, Virgo season is also the month before your solar return. So you are likely to feel more introspective. This way you can notice what's unfinished in your current cycle. You are likely to feel a pull toward resting more and healing and trying to tie up loose ends. You will definitely have an increased awareness of your subconscious patterns and old wounds or beliefs that need closure, and you're likely to be feeling a natural desire to dream and plan ahead, but without fully acting yet because this is more of an incubation time. Now, the good news is this new moon in Virgo will reset your subconscious wiring, so keep your awareness heightened for new insights on how your mind shapes your reality. You are also likely to feel the desire to declutter your inner world as much as your outer world, and you are also likely to encounter a moment of closure on something that you have been carrying around for far too long, Libra. This is a cycle of surrender, which will not mean giving up something. It just means this is a time to release the need to control. The things to look out for during this 4-week period are over-romanticizing others while neglecting your own needs, escaping into distractions instead of sitting with what's real, and waiting for the perfect balance before you take a step forward. Now, here's the one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and new moon in Virgo energy. Do a subconscious spring cleaning. You do this by sitting down and journaling about the stories or beliefs that you know you have outgrown, especially the ones about love or your worth or success. Then write a new belief to replace each one and then read it aloud daily. Think of it like this: you can't hold on to beliefs that are older than flip phones and wonder why you are not getting good reception. Virgo season is about preparing your soil for the year ahead. It's about resting and reflecting and rewriting your inner stories. This way you will step into your birthday season feeling lighter, feeling stronger, and more certain of who you are and more capable of manifesting your dreams into reality. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Virgo season, Libra. Okay, my powerful Scorpio Rising, Virgo season is lighting up your 11th house. So during this 4-week period of Virgo season, you are likely to feel more focused on the role that you play in your friend groups or your community. You're likely to encounter opportunities to connect with people who align with your goals and values. You're likely to have insights into which connections actually lift you up versus which ones are draining you. And you will have a clearer vision of what you want for your future and who belongs in it. And the good news is this new moon in Virgo plants seeds in your friendships and your future. So keep your awareness heightened for a new connection entering your life that shifts your path. Also embrace a desire you'll be feeling to set intentions for your long-term goals. You'll be experiencing breakthroughs around teamwork, within collaborations, and with shared dreams. And this new moon will also bring a clearer sense of where your energy is best invested. Now, the things to look out for during this Virgo season are holding grudges against friends but never addressing the tension. Also, watch out for becoming controlling about how others should show up for you, and watch out for feeling jealous or competitive when someone else is succeeding. Any of these things can take you off your path. Now, here's the one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and new moon in Virgo energy. Do a connection audit. You do this by writing down the 5 people that you spend the most time with, then ask yourself, do they support my growth or do they keep me stuck? From there, choose to nurture the connections that uplift you and create space from the ones that do not. If your friends have you feeling like the broke cousin at a cookout, cut that connection. Stop feeding friends who wouldn't toss you a fry. Virgo season is a time to redefine your circles and your vision. By choosing your allies wisely, you're building a foundation for a future that actually feels alive, with purpose, and with possibility. Now, if your sun sign is Scorpio, for you, the energy of Virgo season will feel more personal to your identity. You can expect your friends, the groups that you interact with, and collective projects becoming more central to your focus. You'll notice whether your current social dynamics still fit your evolving self. You will also feel a stronger pull toward building something larger than yourself. You'll want to answer the question, what will your impact be, your influence, and ultimately your legacy? This will be a 4-week period where you gain clarity on which dreams are worth chasing and which ones need to be released. And the good news is this new moon in Virgo will help you reset your sense of belonging. So keep your awareness heightened for a fresh start in certain friendships or in certain collaborations. Also, you will experience a powerful shift in the way that you approach your goals, and you will also experience the awareness that your dreams are valid but need structure, and the right people around you in order to manifest those into reality are going to start to come into your life. Also, don't be surprised if you find an opening for you to step into a more leadership role in a group setting. Now, the things that you should watch out for, Scorpio, that could throw you off track are expecting loyalty from others without giving the same back. Also, watch out for holding people to impossible standards. And also watch out for isolating when you feel misunderstood instead of communicating your way through it. Avoid those things and Virgo season will be much more successful and fulfilling. Now here's the one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and new moon in Virgo energy. Create a future blueprint. And you do this by writing down your biggest vision for the next 3 to 5 years. Then list the kinds of people and resources that you need to bring into your life in order to make these things a reality. This keeps your energy focused on alignment instead of distraction. You can't be out here building castles in the sky with people who can't even hold a hammer. You want your blueprint to involve builders, not bench warmers. During Virgo season, your friendships and your vision are the spotlight. By choosing alignment over obligation and clarity over confusion, you're going to step into a chapter where your goals will transition from the dream phase to becoming reality. This is a lucky time for you, Scorpio, so embrace this energetic opening and happy Virgo season, Scorpio. Okay, my powerful Sagittarius Rising, Virgo lights up your 10th house. So this is the time of year for you to make headway in and give focus to your career, your reputation, your role as a leader, and you also want to give some thought to the legacy that you are building. You can expect a spotlight on your public role where you might get a promotion or a pivot of some sort in terms of your title or position, or a new responsibility or a new opportunity may come your way. It's also likely that at work you may get a request for receipts or clearer metrics, and you may be given new deadlines or new deliverables. Your boss also might request, or you might just be requesting this from yourself, to professionalize your systems by refining your calendars and just refining your workflow and the boundaries that you put into the workplace for yourself. And don't be surprised if you have some really good encounters with mentors or authority figures that sharpen your talent or that bring new ideas or new opportunities your way. And the good news is, on top of these opportunities, the new moon in Virgo is a reputation reset energy, which means a chance to rebrand yourself. That could come up. You may have the urge or the opportunity to create a new website or a new portfolio, or you may have the opportunity to pitch a new idea that you've been working on. Also, be on the lookout for a new project or offer that is coming your way that will involve a key meeting or a PR moment or an interview. This will bring clarity about which ladder that you're climbing at this moment and which ones you want to step off of. Now, the things that you want to watch out for during this 4-week period are over-promising and under-detailing. Also, watch out for fighting the rules, but then having major problems because you have fought those rules, like being late or missing the details. Also, look out for foot-in-mouth moments, meaning speaking before certain facts land. Now, here is the one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and new moon in Virgo energy. Design a 30-day proof of value plan. By that I mean pick one main goal that you feel you can accomplish in 30 days. Define one success metric, like either revenue or just growth in that area, and each day schedule a 60-minute focus period to move only on that goal. And even though you are really good at this, Sagittarius Rising, it's time to stop freestyling your goals. This is not open mic night. You are the headliner, so have a set list. Virgo season is the time to aim the arrow, then land it on schedule. You can freestyle the rest of the year. Just use this 4-week period to see how productive you can be when you're really focused and you take action and you're consistent with a plan. Because precision makes your brilliance repeatable. Now, if your sun sign is Sagittarius, Virgo squares your sun, which means friction that forges mastery. You can expect feedback that asks you for refinement. You can expect deadlines that demand operational excellence. You will also feel a pull to align your big mission with useful, complete work, not just ideas. And you will feel body signals to ground yourself, like more sleep or eating the right food and physical and mental training, so that way your energy matches your ambition. And the good news is this new moon in Virgo is a reset in how you pursue success. So you are likely to see an opportunity that comes up that will be asking you for clear structure. You'll also be likely to encounter a mentor or a coach that appears that says, that's a great vision that you have, but now show me the plan. And you will also be feeling the urge to tidy your message so that way it lands with clarity and not just that Sagittarius charm of yours. Now, the things to watch out for during this 4-week period that could throw you off track are saying yes to everything and then finishing nothing. Also watch out for talking too much without putting those words into action, and watch out for distracting yourself with fun or fantasy when focus is required. Now here's the one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and new moon in Virgo energy. Adopt one mountain and one map for 21 days. And by this I mean choose one meaningful goal, that would be the mountain, and write a weekly milestone map, that would be the map. And during weeks 1 through 3, add a daily 45-minute deep work block. So 45 minutes a day that you dedicate to this goal. And also create a stop doing list of 3 items that you will eliminate from your life, because eliminating those will protect your climb to the top. Now, this is the time of year, Sagittarius, for you to realize you cannot cleverly talk your way up every mountain. You must take the practical action steps. Virgo season is going to show you that your freedom will expand when your focus tightens. Aim with humility, execute with consistency, and let the results be the talking. You're going to be super successful at whatever you genuinely put your energy and your focus behind. You're a master manifester, but I just want to help you use this 4-week period of Virgo season to optimize that power of yours. Because yes, your charm and your creativity and your intellect is going to get you very far. But if you add that to precision, consistency, and the action that Virgo energy and the attention to details that Virgo energy can bring your way, you seriously can be unstoppable. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy Virgo season, Sagittarius. Okay, my powerful Capricorn Rising. Virgo lights up your 9th house. So your wisdom, your expansion, how you teach in this world, opportunities for travel, and big picture philosophy are all going to be on the menu. You can expect a push to refine your worldview in terms of what you genuinely believe about the world and how you live that belief. You're likely to get a chance to publish or teach or share knowledge in a more practical and structured way. It's also possible for travel or educational opportunities that demand logistics and discipline to come up. And you're also likely to encounter people who challenge you to clarify your truth. Now, the good news is this new moon in Virgo is a belief system reset for you. So you will feel an urge to update your life manual, meaning the rules that you live by. And it's also likely that a course or a teacher or a mentor that reorients your direction will show up. You may have an opportunity for travel or to take a bold step outside of your comfort zone that forces you into a new perspective. And you will also find that you may have a chance to refine how you do share your information and guide or influence others. So this will be working hand in hand with that Sun in Virgo. Now, the things to watch out for that could throw you off track are rigidity, especially when it comes to mistaking control for wisdom. Also watch out for preaching instead of living your truth, and watch out for adhering to certain traditions and then resenting the limitations that those traditions may bring. Now, here's the one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and new moon in Virgo energy. Create a belief audit journal. So for 14 days, each day, write down one belief you operate from. Ask yourself, is this useful? Or is it outdated? Or is it inherited? If outdated, replace it with a clear, grounded upgrade and practice it in action. It's time to stop running your life off grandma's instruction manual. You need your own updated operating system. Virgo season is going to be a major time of exciting opportunity and change, Capricorn Rising. So know that structure is your gift, but this season asks you to build on discovered truth, not outdated tradition. Upgrade your blueprint, and the foundation of your life will expand. Now, if your sun sign is Capricorn, Virgo energy trines your sun, which harmonizes with your drive and your energy. You can expect a surge of ambition to expand your mission with discipline and clarity. You can expect support from teachers or mentors or collaborators who mirror your wisdom, and you'll be having breakthroughs around publishing, education, or your spiritual practice. And you will definitely be feeling a stronger sense of purpose, but one that demands both humility and practicality. And the good news is this new moon in Virgo will be working hand in hand with Virgo season because it's a reset when it comes to how you chase meaning. So this means that you can expect invitations to share your voice with wider audiences. You can also expect a travel or study opportunity that aligns with your path, and you can expect realignment of your long-term mission, and that realignment will take place so that way your mission feels authentic, not forced. Now, the things to look out for that could throw you off track are becoming a success robot, which means just stacking work achievements with no soul behind them. Also, watch out for confusing authority with wisdom. So don't be a know-it-all just because of your position. And also watch out for clinging to what's proven and ignoring fresh possibilities. Now, here's the one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and new moon in Virgo energy. Create a 3x3 expansion plan, which means define 3 areas of growth: career, mind, and spirit. For each one, set one practical action to implement over the next 4 weeks. Schedule them with non-negotiable time slots. And this is not a time for a 20-year, 5-point corporate plan. It's just 3 real moves that actually change your life. Your mastery, Capricorn, is unmatched, but mastery without renewal turns brittle. So during this Virgo season, anchor your success in evolving truths, and your power will last and inspire and yield major abundance. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy Virgo season, Capricorns. Okay, my powerful Aquarius Rising, Virgo season activates your 8th house. So for the next 4 weeks, you will be diving into the deep, Aquarius. Things like intimacy, shared resources, financial and emotional debts, financial and emotional investments, and soul level transformation. Those things will be the theme. So you can expect money matters that involve other people, like taxes, loans, inheritances, or investments. They will be coming to the forefront to be clarified or dealt with in some way. You can expect the relationships in your life that have issues with power or control or vulnerability. Those relationships will be tested. You can also expect a push to refine what you're giving and what you're receiving energetically, emotionally, and financially. And you can expect encounters that force you to face the truth of what you're holding on to and what's holding on to you. So this will be an intense but very rewarding 4 weeks if you embrace the circumstances and opportunities as they arise. Now, the good news is this new moon in Virgo drops you into reset mode around all of these areas. So that energy will likely be bringing a new financial agreement or investment or repayment plan. It will also be bringing a chance to heal wounds around trust and intimacy. And it will be bringing up hidden fears that are asking to be faced rather than avoided. And you will absolutely have opportunities to cut ties with what drains you so you can reclaim your power, Aquarius Rising. Now, the things to watch out for so that way you do not get thrown off track are over detachment, which means using your intellect as a shield against vulnerability. Also, watch out for playing the rebel without realizing you're still hooked into dependency patterns, which basically means something like refusing advice from a mentor that can get you out of patterns that you are clearly still in. Also, stay away from resisting intimacy because it feels messy, then wondering why true connection feels out of reach. And I'm not saying dive into messy relationships. I'm just saying if something seems messy before you cut and run, do your due diligence by communicating effectively and opening up and seeing if resolution is possible. See if the messiness is something that comes from previous habits. It's exploring more as opposed to just detaching and emotionally checking out. So that way when you do give it the energy it deserves. You're working through things and evolving and deepening your emotional capacity so that way you can manifest relationships that do offer what you know you are capable of and that do offer fulfillment. Now, here's the one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and new moon in Virgo energy. Do a shared energy audit. You do this by writing down where your energy, money, or time is tied to someone else. And then circle the ones that drain you or keep you small. And then make one practical change, something like renegotiating terms, or setting a boundary, or paying off a lingering debt. An example is if you have somebody's Netflix password and that's costing you your peace in some way, it's time to unsubscribe on all levels. Now, Virgo season wants you to know that freedom is your birthright, but true freedom comes from clean exchanges, not entanglements. This season is time to detox the ties that bind, and you will step forward lighter, clearer, and more powerful. Now, if your sun sign is Aquarius, for you, Virgo's light hits your core sense of vitality and power, but with more emphasis on how you evolve personally through depth work. So what you can expect is a heightened awareness of what you've outgrown emotionally. You can expect the courage to face your own shadows and release patterns that keep you chained. And you can expect encounters that test your trust and push you into greater honesty, Aquarius, especially with yourself. You will also find momentum around transforming your work or creative mission through some sort of collaboration. And the good news is this new moon in Virgo is a rebirth moment for your personal power, and it will bring invitations to collaborate on projects that hold financial or energetic weight, which is very exciting. These things will also bring a chance to break an old cycle around secrecy or withholding information. And the new moon will also bring the feeling that you're stepping into a new chapter of authenticity, where you can no longer fake intimacy or tolerate half-truths. Now, the things to watch out for that can throw you off track are intellectualizing emotions instead of feeling them. Also, stay away from acting above it all while quietly struggling with hidden fears of loss or betrayal, and stay away from trying to be untouchable and then resenting why nobody touches. Now, here's the one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and new moon in Virgo energy. Create a fear to truth list. You do this by writing down the top 3 fears that you have circling around in your head. Next to each one, write a raw truth of what would happen if that fear came true. Identify one action that grounds you in your power instead of avoidance. Fears shrink when you drag them into the truth. They're just like roaches that scatter when you turn the lights on. Your brilliance is undeniable, Aquarius, but depth is what gives brilliance its weight. This season, let yourself be transformed. Face any shadows with courage and you will radiate, and you will increase your ability to manifest your dreams into reality. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy Virgo season, Aquarius. Okay, my powerful Pisces Rising, Virgo season activates your 7th house of relationships, of partnerships, and one-on-one connections. So what you can expect during the next 4 weeks is a spotlight on how balanced your relationships really are. Romantic, business, or even client-based, or if you're an influencer, audience-based. You can expect encounters that show you whether reciprocity is alive or if you're carrying the entire load. You will feel a call to refine communication, so you're not just speaking, but you're actually being heard, and you will have some exciting opportunities for contracts, for new commitments, or new collaborations that require precision and clarity and that do have the potential of making some money, which is very exciting. Now, working with the sun in Virgo will be the new moon in Virgo, which will be offering a reset when it comes to the relationships in your life. So keep your awareness heightened for a new partnership forming, and this could be romantic or professional. Look for a shift in how you set boundaries and articulate your needs. Also notice relationship lessons that mirror back your self-worth, and be on the lookout for an invitation to reestablish balance in a dynamic that has been tilted way too long. Now, the things to look out for that could throw you off track are losing yourself in others and then resenting the imbalance. Also, watch out and stay away from being passive aggressive when your needs aren't met. Communicate your way through things instead. And also stay away from playing the rescuer when secretly wanting someone to rescue you. Now, here's the one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and new moon in Virgo energy. Practice clean contracts. With one important person, clarify expectations. Ask, what do you need from me? Because here's what I need from you. Write it down if needed. Virgo season loves receipts. No more wasting time with any version of situationships. Loving yourself means getting clarification. You were born with a wide open heart, but your power comes when the heart is framed with clarity. This season, honor your connections by balancing your giving and receiving, and watch your relationships upgrade into mirrors of strength, not sacrifice. Now, if your sun sign is Pisces, Virgo season and the next 4 weeks will be about your identity inside of partnerships. So what you can expect is a heightened awareness of how the relationships in your life shape your growth. You can also expect a mirror being held up by everyone you interact with to show you, are you showing up authentically or are you molding yourself for approval? You can expect encounters that highlight whether your partnerships expand you or restrict you, and you will definitely be learning some lessons around communication, around balance, and around saying no when your soul means it. And the good news is this new moon in Virgo will be working with the sun in Virgo to reset how you approach your partnerships. It will be bringing a chance to begin a new chapter with someone important. It will bring the courage to end patterns of self-abandonment in your relationships, and it will bring the emergence of collaborators who match your vision and your energy, which is very exciting. And it will also help you make more practical decisions about contracts and agreements or shared goals. Now, the things to stay away from that could possibly throw you off track are over idealizing others and then feeling disappointed when reality sets in. Also, stay away from avoiding necessary conversations to keep the peace. And also, don't go around hiding behind compassion when what's needed is clarity. Now, here's the one action that you can take to make the most of this Virgo season and new moon in Virgo energy. Do a relationship reality check. So write down your top 3 relationships. For each one, ask yourself, am I fully myself here? Do I feel expanded or do I feel diminished? And then pick one action that brings more honesty and balance into that dynamic. Remember, if they can't handle you at no, they sure don't deserve you at yes. Pisces, you are the dreamer who can shape reality with your vision, but dreams thrive when they're supported by truth. So this season, let your relationships reflect the wholeness of who you are, not fragments. Show up fully and the right people will rise to meet you there. So embrace this energetic opening and happy Virgo season, Pisces. Okay, so there you have it. Some insight into how your sign, both sun and rising, can make the most of this Virgo season and new moon in Virgo energy. I hope you all enjoyed the information. If you did, please don't forget the baby tap. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and hang out with me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.